The last few months have given the world a glimpse at what's driving U.S. foreign policy decisions under the Biden administration. First came a rush to rejoin a climate agreement that does not effectively hold our competitors to their own commitments. Then, just weeks ago, the announcement of a total abandonment of Afghanistan that will squander our leverage to promote a diplomatic end to the civil war, put innocent Afghans at risk, roll out a red carpet for the Taliban, and embolden the terrorists. Even this administration's own intelligence chiefs and our military commanders are concerned about how we'll stay a step ahead of terrorists in the region without access provided by our U.S. footprint. Late last week, we got a further peek at the incredible wishful thinking behind this policy. As reported in the New York Times, some Biden officials suggest the Taliban might govern less harshly in order to win recognition and financial support. The Secretary of State, America's top diplomat, seems to think it's that simple. He expressed hope that civilian and economic assistance could advance a just and durable peace and a brighter future for the Afghan people. The Deputy National Security Advisor was more dismissive of the Afghan people's plight, morally equating our Afghan partners and the Taliban as just two Afghan parties in a conflict. I do not believe Afghan women and girls are jumping for joy at the prospect of a Taliban takeover. In fact, as one of the New York Times headlines put it, Afghan women fear the worst. Afghan women fear the worst. I certainly do not believe the Taliban will abandon their brutal fundamentalist ways just to secure recognition from the Western powers that they despise. Speaking of women's rights, over the weekend, the United Nations chose to further degrade its legitimacy by inviting Iran, of all countries, to join its commission on the status of women. The UN chose to further degrade its legitimacy by inviting Iran to join its commission on the status of women. Yes, you heard that right. The panel claiming principal international authority over the empowerment of women will now include a nation whose police are empowered to beat and assault women for improper veiling, a nation that turns a blind eye to pervasive domestic violence, forced marriage, and rape. And it's not just the UN that seems to be going soft on Tehran. The Biden administration seems willing, if not desperate, to provide sanctions relief up front, squandering leverage just to re-enter President Obama's flawed nuclear deal. This sanctions relief would benefit a regime that's being run by the extremist Islamic Revolutionary Guards. That's what Iran's own foreign minister admitted in leaked documents. That's who's running the show, the same terrorists that were used by Soleimani to spread violence across the region before the prior administration removed him permanently. So, Madam President, Republicans are not opposed to nuclear diplomacy, but we know that preemptive concessions will not secure a better deal or make America or our allies more secure.